One more team to open up play in the Big House. Grenada looking for a big afternoon. Chargers in the state boys 6A semifinal against heavily favored Provine. Great athletes on that team. Check this out. At the buzzer, Jonathan Thomas with the bounce off the glass. Provine in control early, but Grenada clawing back. Steal by Tyron Jones takes a coast-to-coast trip before laying it in for two. They grab a three-point lead, and then it's the big man's turn. Feed inside to Janiah White for the throwdown. White messed around and got a triple-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 blocks. Chargers cut out the lights on Provine, 67-61, and they'll face Gulfport Saturday for the state title. And as Grenada advances, SV Marshall prepares for their trip back to Jackson. State 2A final, where they'll face Baldwin, who comes in winners of their last 11 games. Marshall, meanwhile, beat Calhoun City to advance to the final. Game tips off this afternoon at 2:30. Action from the opening round of the SEC tournament. The usually anemic Mississippi State offense erupts against Vanderbilt 82-68, shooting a blazing 59% from the field. 20 points by Craig Sword, and we're headed for Ole Miss versus MSU in the second round. It'll be the first time the schools have met in the SEC tourney since 2003. For the second straight year, former East Side Trojan Johnny O'Brien named first team All-SEC. The LSU big man put up a career best 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. He and the Tigers now head into the SEC tournament, where they'll face Alabama today. Meanwhile, Ole Miss's Marshall Henderson and Jarvis Summers named to the second team. NFL, the New Orleans Saints solidifying their secondary, signing free agent safety Jarius Byrd. 6 years, $54 million, with $28 million of that guaranteed. Byrd posting 22 interceptions and 11 forced fumbles during his 5 years with the Buffalo Bills. And Cowboy fan, how do you let Jerry Jones get rid of the sack master DeMarcus Ware? Defensive end signing with the Denver Broncos. 3 years, $30 million with $20 million guaranteed. He's a 7-time Pro Bowler, posting a career-high 20 sacks in 2008. Almost unheard of in the Delta. 5 area schools playing for the state crown, with a trio of them residing in Bolivar County. The JFK girls along with the East Side and Shaw boys. As they begin their chases, here's a tribute to the Bolivar Three. It's said there's nothing in the Delta, but a closer look reveals more. Along this 20-mile stretch of Highway 61, there's a hotbed of hoops. 3 rival schools knocking on the door of state glory. There's the undefeated girls team, just 1 win away from perfection.
There is no pressure. If our team pull together and do what we got to do, then we will win.
Play ball, execute. We got to execute our game.
Last time, I think we were very nervous and our shots weren't falling, but this time we just got to keep our minds in the game.
There's the team that scores in bunches, hoping to continue their high-flying act against one of the state's elite.
They tie their shoes up just like we tie ours up. It's just, they human just like we, they can be beat, and that's what we plan on doing.
Sit down, stay focused, remind myself how we got there. We stay together, win, down by 20, up by 20, stay together.
Do what we've done all year, continue to play hard, execute, and play together as a team. And if they do that, then we'll take any results that come.
And there's the team with the coach who reminds his players that every day, both on and off the court, is a new experience.
Anything's possible. Just put God first and just going out there playing that game.
I ain't never felt nothing like it. It ain't even hit me yet. It's surreal. It feels great playing out there. My mother getting me to talk, so you're going to be nervous. Just go out and play my game, and the results going to show. We won.
So put aside past rivalries.
And we reach on the statewide stage, we're definitely pulling for them.
And cheer for one another.
All these people put in all the hard work all these years.
Cheer for success.
What's really valuable about the basketball that's being played in this area, and I hope that everybody brings home the gold ball.
Cheer for championships being brought back to the Delta.
Ball will take over. We taking over. Hey, we kicking the door down. We knocking on the door.
Teams in the state finals, and that's a look at sports.